it's our second part of this competition today. We're so excited to have two evaluators today. But first of all, let me introduce our test speaker, who is Nick Furey. Nick Furey is a Toastmaster from Daylighter Toastmasters in Minnesota. And he wanted me just to, I know that normally you don't have an intro for the test speaker, but he just wanted me to clarify because he's going to use acronyms in his speech. So if you don't know what an acronym is, it's an abbreviation formed from the initial letters of other words. For example, NASA. NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Association. He will be the, he will get some original acronyms that he uses. Okay, so having said that, let me introduce our wonderful, wonderful out-of-state test speaker, who is Nick Furey, man in the mirror. Man in the mirror, Nick Furey.
I'm talking to the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to make the change. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Injustice, racism, bullying, hatred, bitterness. It's enough to make us mad. Mad is when we make a decision. And I'm asking you to make a decision to be part of the solution, not the problem. We dealt last summer with all the injustice, all the rioting, all the out-of-control life that happened in 2020. And we need to get mad to make a decision to be a part of that change. Because Michael Jackson said, if you want to be a part of that change, take a look at yourself first and start from there. We had the riots all over the country that devastated many communities in Minnesota and all over the world. And riots, someone asked me if I had an acronym for riots. They know I do acronyms. So I thought about it, and 30 seconds later I said, ruining individuals over total stupidity. Now, I'm not saying that protesting is stupidity, but what I am saying is ruining individuals' lives over a cause is total stupidity. It's not right. Why do we need to ruin lives to improve our life? Part of it is because we are people full of hate in our life for some reason. And the word hate is having a terroristic effect. Think of it. When you hate someone or something, you're like a little terrorist. We have global terrorism in our own area because sometimes when we get hate in our life, we're like that little terrorist. Now, Nelson Mandela had said that no one is born hating a person because of their color of their skin or their religion. People must learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can also be taught to love. For love comes more natural to the human heart than its opposite. Again, Nelson Mandela. And if we want to reach people in this world, truly reach people, we have to be redeveloping environmental and cultural habits. The environment around us. Not only the natural environment, people also, that environment around us. But also the cultures that we've been taught certain things growing up. Many of us have been taught about other cultures, what to think about. When are we going to realize we need to redevelop how we feel about them, no matter who they are? Does peace happen because of the absence of war? No. Peace happens when people enabling a caring environment. What are you doing to enable a caring environment around you? Peace starts with you. Peace starts in my own heart. And how do I affect others? If you want to make an impact on this world, if that's your intent to make an impact just being in this world, again, it starts with me because it's improving my perspective and character today. So that impact is to improve my own perspective. So when I look at other people, I'll see them from a different perspective. What do we all want in this world? Everyone, no matter what culture, we want respect. Simply. Man, woman, African American, Native American, it doesn't matter who we are, we want respect. And if you look to my side, regarding everyone, so peace encourages character today. Respect is given. Trust is earned. And anybody on this big ball called Earth deserves our respect just because they're a human being. Respect comes just for that alone. Not based on their status, not based on their color, not based on their religion, but just that they're a human being. Respect is the essence of who we need to be. This is a way that we can bring peace when we start there. Well, it all starts with having hope. And everyone knows after last year, we need hope for our country. We need hope for our lives. People that are struggling to make it work. We need hope. And hope is have only positive expectations. You know, expectations in and of themselves, they're not always good. You can expect your child to get a straight A's all the way through school, but they may not have that capacity. They may not have that ability. It's just not in them. And I'm going to address some of the women in the group. Years ago, women were told to find the guy that was tall, dark, and handsome. They tried that. That failed. And then they ended up with a guy who was short, fat, and baldy. Why? Their expectation was brought down to a level that they could work with. They had a positive expectation, not brought down to a low level. Because when I talk to people on the street and tell them about hope, you know, I always hear them say, I prefer to have low expectations. That way I never get hurt. And I ask them, what did you just spell then? They think about it. Let's see. Have only low expectations. Whole. And they're hard to get out of, aren't they? When you put yourself in a hole, they're hard to get out of. Do you know a soldier needs to find a foxhole for security? However, it is important not to stay there too long or they'll get shelled upon. So don't dig yourself into a hole that you can't get out of. Climb out and live. You have that ability. So you can make a change in this world. Little old us, Toastmasters, I believe, is the beginning of peace. We learn communication, the world can learn that. Toastmasters teach us how to communicate and be a leader. But I believe in amongst all of us, we develop peace together. Again, Michael Jackson had said about in The Man in the Mirror, about look at yourself and make a change. According to Gandhi, he said, you must be the change you want to see in the world. So if you want to see a better world, you be better. And this world is better that you be better and not bitter. So I'm asking you, if you want to make the world a better place, would you take time to look at the one in the mirror and make a change? Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Nick. At this